What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Monday, May 3rd. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman so you can get updates to these sim results as we get closer to lock. And finally, let me know in the comments section who is your favorite and least favorite of my contenders for today's slate. We are rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Brandon Ingram, Taj Gibson, Bradley Beal, Anthony Davis, and Rui Hachimura on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites, my top 5 plays for today? It is time to find out. We're kicking it off at number 5, and we're going all the way up. Point guard eligible Russell Westbrook, 11,200, projected for 56.5. The goal is 61.5. He's in the optimal lineup 24% of the time. This is the best spot for the Wizards. They get a pace-up spot against Indiana. Indiana is the second fastest team in the league right now. Washington is the only team that is faster. And Indiana, defensively, a little bit different when it's Miles Turner not meeting you at the rim. When it's Domantas Sabonis, defense is pretty bad. Russ should be able to get to the rim at will. 38 minutes, 1.48 fantasy points per minute, 32% usage, and yes, you can see it on the screen right now. Projected for a triple-double. 26.5 points, 11.7 rebounds, 10.1 assists, plus 2 stocks. You're paying up here. The floor is massive. The ceiling is 100 points, and I'm not even trying to be funny. Go ahead and roster Russell Westbrook today. There's already enough value out there on the slate. He's number 5 now. Wouldn't shock me if he goes higher as the day progresses. Russell Westbrook is the dude today. Now, if you're looking to pair him with a point guard, someone in the mid-tier like Cole Anthony looks pretty good. 6,300, projected for 36.5. The goal's 42. He's in the optimal lineup 25% of the time. Orlando is actually taking on the Pistons, and while both of those teams are terrible, they should be terrible together, and this game should stay close, which means Anthony should play full starter run. 33 minutes, basically 1.1 fantasy points per minute, 26% usage. You get 18 points, almost 7 assists, almost 6 rebounds. Not too much else, and it's a slight pace down spot against Detroit, but there's not a lot of talent out there, and I think that Cole Anthony ranks pretty highly on of the guys that are the best possible basketball players in this game. Anthony is high there. Like top 5 of everybody relevant. That's kind of crazy considering that he is a rookie right now and would not be playing all that much if the Magic were healthy, but they're not. So play Cole Anthony because 6,300 as the lead ball handler for a team that has no other offensive talent to speak of, that's the spot you want to be. Boy, oh boy, point guard is loaded. We're staying at point guard again. $9,700 Steph Curry, projected for 51. The goal is 56. He's in the optimal lineup 26% of the time. I like paying up with Steph and Russ today. Steph, 36 minutes, no brainer there. Might even be without Andrew Wiggins. Keep a close eye. 1.43 fantasy points per minute in a pace-up spot against the New Orleans Pelicans, who might actually not have Steven Adams meeting Steph at the rim. If it's Willie Hernangomez, that's going to be a great thing for Steph Curry. Willie Hernangomez was one of the worst defensive centers in basketball. This is a fantastic spot for Steph. I've got him projected for 36 real points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. I'm very happy paying up for Russ. I am very happy paying up for Steph. I would happily pay up for both of them. Add Cole Anthony to the list. There's a lot of talent at the top of point guard or in the mid-tier of point guard. But Curry is ahead of Cole Anthony, who's ahead of Russell Westbrook. We're staying in the same game, but finally getting out of the point guard spot. Power forward Zion Williamson is my number 2 contender. He's 9K, projected for 49. The goal's 53. He's in the optimal lineup 27% of the time. Now, New Orleans gets a massive pace-up spot here against Golden State, 2.6 possessions over their average, in fact. 35 minutes of 1.4 fantasy point per minute basketball for Zion. 32% usage, 32 real points, 7.5 boards, plus 3.5 assists, maybe 2 stocks. No Kelly Oubre, no real chance to slow down Zion. It's not Draymond. Look, Draymond's a fantastic defensive player. Zion is just simply too big for him, and at this point in time in his career, too quick. Zion's going to have a field day in this one. At least I hope that he does. Only 4 points away from his GPP goal. Should have very little trouble getting north of 50, particularly at just 9K. The price tag on FanDuel is fantastic, and Zion is number 2. Now, before we get to that number one contender, one last reminder, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Then head on over to Twitter and follow me at Josh Engleman. It's the only place you're going to get updates to these sim results as we get closer to lock. And finally, let me know in the comment section. I want your favorite contender, your least favorite contender. And if you think there's somebody that should be on this top 10 list, please let me know who that is. And finally, my unquestioned number one contender today. Shooting guard eligible Josh Jackson, 5,200, projected for 34. The goal's 38. He's in the optimal lineup 38% of the time. Shooting guard is pretty awful today, and I think Josh Jackson is pulling to the top even more so. But Pistons are going to be without like 6 of their best players. He's a 1.05 fantasy point per minute in this situation, 32 minutes. And I expect the game to be close, which means that I expect Jackson to get the full starter run. 29% usage, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 stocks, a matchup against Orlando that you're not worried about at all. And I think Jackson's just going to have to do a lot. He's the guy that will take the most shots, or at least should take the most shots for the Pistons. And at 5,200, at a point guard that is, at a position, at a point guard, what am I talking about? At a position that is hard to fill, Josh Jackson is the number one contender for today's slate. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Monday, May 3rd. Process show is in the books. We're back. Another work week to work our way through, so go watch that. Strategy show with Laffy at 10 a.m. DraftKings version of this video is around here somewhere, and I will be back tonight, live before lock, with Greg Ehrenberg. Good luck tonight, everybody. I will talk to you guys again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.